People keep making these financial mistakes that are killing their earnings. If you're looking for ways to save money and become more financially secure, this video is for you. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to save $10,000 in 6 months with these simple money saving tips. Keep watching. By the end of this video you will develop these money saving skills and you will know an important method that if you apply, will help you to get your finances under control and get to your goal faster. Let's get started. Now, before we discuss where to get the money from, let's first decide on a place where we can't get to them. One good way of doing this is by putting all your money in a hard-to-reach place like an offshore account. I have a few different recommendations for you in regards to savings accounts. One of these is the high-interest savings account. Putting your emergency funds in a high-interest savings account can earn you a little bit of cash to offset the time you would have spent in the bank. It's not the best route, but it could help keep your money safe if you're strapped for cash. Then, the day you absolutely need to take that money out, you could invest it into the stock market. It is always sensible to invest in the stock market. But before doing this, we may want to learn the difference between trading and investing. A common misconception people have is that trading and investing are the same thing, but they are quite different. The difference between trading and investing is that trading is more short-term in nature, whereas investing is long-term. Trading is the act of buying an asset in the hope of selling it at a higher price to make a profit. Now, investing is buying an asset with the intention of holding it for a longer period of time with the hope that its value will increase over time. Trading can be done by using different types of financial instruments such as stocks, bonds, futures, options, and forex. Trading can be done for many reasons such as hedging risk or speculating on future price movements. Investing does not use any form of financial instrument but rather only uses cash to buy assets like stocks or bonds. So, many people are under the impression that investing in the stock market is too risky. This means that taking a risk in the stock market is not as risky as it seems. In fact, a study by Fidelity shows that if you invest in the stock market correctly, you will usually make money over time. If you're looking to invest in the stock market, I don't recommend just picking stocks. On average, people who pick stocks actually underperform the market and end up losing money, as opposed to getting something like an index fund. An index fund with a 10% return on average over the past 100 years, it is also simple and less stressful to manage. The best of all, you're going to be earning passive income with no effort or expense on your part and get your money to work for you. Before I move on to the next subject on how to save $10,000 in 6 months and become more financially secure, if you're looking to invest in the stock market, I will recommend one of the best online brokers, eToro.com. eToro's platform is intuitive and easy to use even for beginners. I personally use eToro.com. There's a link to sign up in the description box below. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far and want more topics like this, like and subscribe to the channel, so I know. Now with that out of the way, let's move on to the next subject. Did you know that the average American savings rate is 3.6%? In other words, the average person saves $3.60 for every $100 they earn. This percentage has been trending downwards over the past few years, with a low of 3% in 2010 and a high of 5% in 2005. According to the Federal Reserve, 3% is an okay savings rate for many, but it's not great. A 5% savings rate puts you on the higher end of the spectrum, which means that you are generally saving more than $50 per month and investing your money in a high-risk strategy that might be more financially rewarding. This is what's called living below your means, or having enough money saved up to live off of when times are tough and work becomes hard to find. What is a good savings rate? A savings rate of 10% is considered high. A savings rate in this range means that you are saving enough so that you will never have to worry about having enough money for retirement or an emergency. A lower savings rate could be an indicator that people are spending more than they earn, which can lead to financial difficulties such as debt or bankruptcy if it continues long enough. The U.S. Department of Commerce found that roughly half of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account and 20% have no money saved at all. If these trends continue, experts warn that the US could be on its way to becoming one of the economically poorest countries in the world. A lot of people have the misconception that saving money is difficult, but it doesn't have to be. You can start by making small changes in your everyday life, like packing a lunch instead of going out for lunch or skipping those trips to Starbucks. Applying the following method into your life will help you get your finances under control. These simple money-saving tips is a skill that you can learn to get to your goals faster and save $10,000 in 6 months. The first money tip on how to save $10,000 in 6 months is: track your spending and make a budget. Making a budget is essential for controlling your spending and for achieving your financial goals. Track what you spend, categorize your expenses, and create a budget that's realistic for you. Moving on to the next money tip, and that is: cut your cell phone plan. These simple money-saving tips can help you put aside more money than you think. The average cost of a cell phone plan in the US is $60 a month with unlimited talk and text. That means the average American spends about $960 per year on their cell phone plans, and Verizon estimates that cutting the cord could save you about $680 over 3 years. The next money-saving tip is: pay your bills on time. If you don't pay your bill on time, you may be charged a penalty. Make sure that bills are always paid on time to avoid interest charges for late payments and extra fees for returned payments, such as insufficient funds. Find out if your bill is paid through automatic draft from checking or direct deposit into your bank account. Checking accounts can offer a higher interest rate than savings accounts. So, this is the best option if you're on a fixed income. If your bill is paid through automatic draft into your bank account, contact your bank to find out how much interest you can earn by putting the money in savings instead of checking. The next money tip I have for you when it comes to save $10,000 in 6 months is: use cash instead of credit cards. Credit cards are a convenient way to pay for goods and services, but it can also be difficult to keep track of your spending. Credit card bills come in every month with an enormous amount of fees and interest rates that can make credit cards seem like an unwise decision. If you want to avoid credit cards and the fees associated with them, consider using cash instead. Some people turn to cash when they want a sense of control over their money. Others use cash because it's easy to carry around and everyone needs some in their wallet for emergencies or small purchases. If you don't have a credit card, you might need an alternative form of payment when shopping online. Here are some reasons why not carrying a credit card can be a good idea. Cash is more secure than credit cards. Cash purchases leave less of a paper trail. If you don't have a credit card, it's harder for thieves to steal your identity and drain your bank account. You can tell, these simple money-saving tips can spare you a lot of headaches. Which payment methods do you prefer to use? Comment below. I'd love to see which payment method you like best. The next money tip on how to save $10,000 in 6 months is: saving money on clothing. There are plenty of ways to cut down on clothing expenses, like shopping online or going for cheaper. The other way is selling items you no longer need. With the growth of online marketplaces, it has never been easier to sell items you no longer need. From clothes, to books, to kitchenware, there are a number of websites that will allow you to sell your items or give them away. Some popular sites include